One of my members recently put me onto a channel that's absolutely blowing up. And the strategy they're using is so simple that honestly, anyone watching this can replicate it. The channel is called Psyche Depth. They dropped their first video 4 months ago, and somehow, within that tiny window, they've already pulled in over 150,000 subs and uploading almost 300 videos. Just take a look at the vidIQ dashboards for their estimated earnings, and I already know what you're thinking right now. What exactly are they doing? And how can you do the same? Before I explain anything, let me show you the video I personally created using the exact strategy I'm about to break down.
Something is happening beneath the surface of every interaction. A silent protocol that most never see, but everyone feels. You are being read, not by words, not by actions, but by the fundamental architecture of your nervous system. These aren't games, they're survival algorithms. Imagine a scenario. You're texting. She takes 4 hours to respond, then 22 minutes, then instantly. This isn't randomness. This is a pressure probe. Each response is a precision instrument measuring your emotional regulatory capacity, your internal value hierarchy, your fundamental adaptability. Women don't test you, they detect you. When you respond immediately, you signal availability, hunger, need.
That's the type of content we're building today. And I built out a complete Notion with every prompt, every tool, every step organized so you can follow the exact workflow. Links in the description. Let's build this. First off is the channel name and branding. What we need to do is head to the Notion and grab the first prompt and head over to ChatGPT and drop in the prompt. The output will be the channel name plus the banner and profile picture concept. Make sure you save your channel info. We'll use the profile picture concept to help craft our profile picture. Head over to the Notion, grab the channel profile picture prompt, paste into ChatGPT, insert your profile picture concept into the placeholder. Grab the JSON prompt that ChatGPT gave you and head over to Whisk. Make sure aspect ratio is 1:1. Insert the JSON and hit generate. You can make manual adjustments using this feature. I wanted mine to be more mysterious and have an American Psycho vibe. Once you get your profile picture the way you want it, we'll need to produce the banner. And the banner is going to be quite simple since it's just going to be black with a statement or punchline. Go to the Notion and copy the banner prompt. Paste it into ChatGPT and generate. Then ask ChatGPT for a channel banner concept that will be your typography. Then insert the full JSON into Whisk. Make sure the aspect ratio is 16:9 and generate. Now your channel branding is all done. We have completed the channel name, channel profile picture, and channel banner. I went over channel setup and it's quite straightforward, so I won't be going over it. Check out my other videos on it. Next up is producing our very first video. And here's why this works. People aren't just watching for information, they're watching to understand themselves. That's why channels in the psychology space branch out into topics like relationships, wealth, motivation, family, emotional growth. So, let's build a video that will resonate with the audience. Firstly, grab the video idea prompt from the Notion. Head over to ChatGPT and paste it in. Then, let's head back to our competitor and grab the last 10 video titles that they posted. Insert them into the placeholder. Also, insert how many video ideas you want generated. I went with 13. Now, based on the video ideas that ChatGPT gave you, select one that you think fits the best with your channel identity the most. I went with the silent tests women use to gauge your value. And then after, just to help build a stronger script, ask ChatGPT to give you a 2 to 3 sentence summary of what the video will include and go over. This will help us with the scripting stage. But before we go into scripting, let's also plan out our packaging so that everything aligns. This will keep retention high. Head over to your competition and scroll through his thumbnails. They're all structured the same visually, and that's what makes him so successful, because this niche is addictive. Viewers see one video and instantly want to watch 10 more. That's why the thumbnail consistency works. It creates pattern recognition. That's what we'll be replicating. Find which packaging structure best fits and aligns with your video idea. Then save that thumbnail, as we will be using it to construct our own thumbnail at the end. And this is by far the most important step, so make sure you stay until the end. Now that we have an idea of what our thumbnail is going to look like, let's produce our script. And with this, I've been using Claude. It's free, and I just get better output from it. So head over to the Notion and copy the scripting prompt. And what I did to build this prompt is I took Psyche Depth's scripts and broke them down. Then I reworked all of the successful elements and the script structure itself into the prompt. And here's the key. The craziest part about their entire process is that they're not reading books, taking screenshots, or doing deep manual research. They're simply leveraging AI to generate everything. The scripts, the visuals, the voice, the ideas. That's what makes this strategy so powerful and so easy to replicate. Now insert that scripting prompt into Claude. Insert both your video idea and the summary of the video into the prompt placeholder. And underneath, make sure to set the target length to around 20 to 30 minutes, as our competitors' videos are around that length, and hit generate. And if you're not satisfied with the length of the video, just have Claude expand and add more depth to your script so that you can hit that 20 to 30 minute length range. I want you to keep in mind, the longer the script doesn't automatically mean better retention. These types of scripts need curiosity loops every 20 to 30 seconds. That's what keeps people watching for 20+ minutes. Once you've looked over your script, the next step is producing the visuals. When we take a look at our competitor's videos, we can see that he has two different visual styles. He has the stick figure style and then the animated cartoon style. So I created script to image prompts for both. What we need to do is highlight parts of the script that we want turned into the cartoon style. The other parts of the script that aren't highlighted will be the stick figure style. This will help us organize and give us structure, especially during the editing phase. Once everything is highlighted and organized, let's produce the images. First off is going to be the stick figure style. Copy the first script to image prompt. Insert parts of your script that you want depicted in the stick figure style and hit generate. Now let's do the same for the cartoon style. Head over to the Notion and copy the second image to script prompt and paste it into ChatGPT. Then insert the highlighted parts of your script into the placeholder and hit generate. As you can see, they're all JSON prompts. And how to tell which prompt is which is pretty simple. You can see that the first line is labeled prompt as well by the brackets. So let's generate these prompts into images and then turn these images into videos right after. Copy your first prompt and head over to Whisk. Make sure aspect ratio is 16:9. Insert the prompt. You'll be given two different styles. Decide whichever base style you want to go with. I'm going with this one. And make sure you insert all of your prompts underneath that chosen image so the style is consistent. Once you finish generating your stick figure style images, the final one is the cartoon style. It's going to be the same process. Copy the first JSON prompt. Insert it into Whisk. Decide which base style you want to go with. Then, insert all of your other cartoon style prompts underneath that image to generate a consistent style that is recurring. Now, once we have finished generating our images, we'll be turning them into videos using VO3 Flow. And this is what separates average channels from binge-worthy ones: the animation quality. Head back to the Notion and copy the image to video prompt. Paste it into ChatGPT. Then insert all of your image prompts and hit generate. Now we can begin producing our videos. Head over to Flow and use the ingredients to video feature. And make sure the aspect ratio is 16:9. Input your image and your prompt into Flow and generate. Do this one by one for every single one of your images. The cartoon style will follow the same process. Just insert your image and make sure it's ingredients to video. Paste in the prompt from ChatGPT and generate. Now, of course, this is going to take a bit of time and is quite tedious. So we've built an extension that automates the entire process. If you want access to it, as well as many other tools and systems, first link in the description or pinned comment. Now that we have our visuals generated, let's produce our voice. I've been using 11 Labs. There is free software out there like Google AI Studios that you can use. But if you're using 11 Labs like myself, feel free to use the voice that I'm using, Adam Stone. This voice character is the best fit for this niche. Insert your script, format it accordingly, and generate. Now listen back to both options and download the best delivered voiceover and do the same for the rest of your script. Next up is editing everything together. And with this, we'll be using CapCut since it's free. First, insert your voiceover into the timeline. Now, as you go through your voice, you'll notice that there's a decent amount of dead space inside of it. So we'll need to edit the first 4 to 6 minutes of the voiceover and cut out the dead space. Make sure you go in and cut out the dead space, but also make sure you don't mess up the pacing of the voiceover too. Now, once you finish your voiceover, pull up your script on another window or device and begin inserting your videos and images as your script is highlighted. This helps quicken things up so that you're not having to play back the video 100 times. So input your visuals. Make sure to mute the clips so that there's no sound, since we won't be adding sound effects to our video, and make any cuts on the visuals as well. Just make sure everything is clean and the scenes are correctly being depicted. Now, once your visuals are finalized, we need to add some clean transitions. I'm using fade in and fade out, as well as blur in transitions. Nothing crazy, just subtle and clean. And if you have any static images that you're using like I am, just add a bit of movement to it using keyframes. This is simple to do. Just click the image scene, adjust the aspect ratio, and click the diamond. Go to the other end of the image scene and raise or lower the aspect ratio. Then right-click the diamond and either select ease in or ease out. Now, once you have finalized the scenes and the transitions, we just need to add captions. Click on text and then scroll down to auto-generate. Then adjust the captions so that they're being shown throughout the video. Pick whichever preset style and color you want the captions to be. Choose the font as well. Fairly simple, and there isn't a correct style, as long as it's legible and doesn't overwhelm the viewers. Now we just need to add sound. Go to YouTube Studio and search through their feed. I went with a piano vibe. The song is Passacaglia. Drag it into the timeline and adjust the volume of the clip. Make sure to lower it to around -15 decibels or to where the music isn't overpowering the voiceover. Give everything a playthrough. If everything looks and sounds good, hit export. Now to finish everything up, we'll end it with finalizing the thumbnail. This is fairly simple. We'll use my other tool, which is the image to JSON tool, to convert our competitor's thumbnail into JSON data. Then let's head back to our old conversation where we did all of the production inside of. Insert the JSON data and paste in your title and video summary. Prompt ChatGPT to build you a thumbnail prompt while replicating the thumbnail structure. Then take that JSON or prompt that ChatGPT gave you and insert it into Whisk. And in just 5 minutes, you created a proven thumbnail that is more likely to get clicks than something you would have created from scratch. Here's the reality. Most people who watch this video won't actually build the channel. Not because the system doesn't work, but because they'll overthink the first video and never upload. Your first video will take longer than you want, maybe 6 to 7 hours. But video 10 takes under 3 hours, and that's when the workflow clicks. Because success on YouTube isn't about perfecting one upload. It's about building a repeatable process that compounds over time. The creators inside Creator OS aren't guessing which topics to pick or how to structure their scripts. They're seeing what actually works in real time, what formats retain, what pacing converts, what systems scale without burning out. If you're tired of guessing every upload and just want a system that removes the overwhelm, that's exactly what Creator OS is built for. First link in the description or pinned comment if that sounds like you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.